When the Industrial Revolution started in Great Britain in the second half of the 18th century, it was just the beginning of a long process of change that would sweep across Europe and the rest of the globe. Cars, planes, ships, and trains were created as means of transport in an attempt to make life more comfortable for man. Even the ATM has also come into existence to facilitate banking. With this trend of affairs, the education sector could not stay unconcerned, so they too joined the revolution. Traditional forms of teaching started giving way to the use of technologies. Cell phones, computers, and the wide interactive boards, just to name but these, replaced the chalkboard as essential teaching and learning.
Don't you know, we're talking about a revolution. It sounds like a whisper. Don't you know?
I believe that it is about time that we moved into ICT, because it is proving to be very helpful in terms of knowledge acquisition. It is helping in a manner that the teacher is not the only source of knowledge, and the students can also go out and find out information for themselves, and they can easily communicate with people from all over the world and get new perspectives on different topics, which is something that was not possible without this communication technology. So
don't you know, we're talking about a revolution. It sounds like a whisper. Don't you know, we're talking about a revolution. It sounds like a whisper.
Being a science teacher for a long time, I needed a lot of visuals, and that was very difficult to portray the reality of things using just a chalk on the chalkboard. Even having to use chart papers and make drawings, it wasn't very realistic. But today, using the modern media, you can show real pictures and the color and everything that makes it very realistic, and it helps the students to learn. And it also makes it exciting for them also to see things, and also to use simulations. You know, on computers we can do simulated experiments for the students to see how things work. It becomes easier than when you are just showing them that this is how electricity moves along the cable. You can show the simulation on the computer and they see the electrons moving along the cable. So it's a lot more fun than it was before.
Okay, that just gives us the impression that ICT.
Don't you know, talking about a revolution sounds like a whisper. Don't you know, talking about a revolution sounds like a whisper. While they're standing in the welfare lines, crying at the doorsteps of those armies of salvation, wasting time in the unemployment lines, sitting around waiting for a promotion. Don't you know, talking about a
because with the move towards a global village, and us having to communicate with everybody and link up, it will be difficult for them to be part of the whole system. And also it is going to be, I don't think they will have a place in teaching, because the students are going to be more informed than they are, and they will not be able to assist them in any way. So the best thing they can do for themselves is to learn how to use it.
Don't you know, we're talking about a revolution. It sounds like a whisper. Don't you know, we're talking about a revolution. It sounds